Welcome to the More You Look podcast. Welcome to the More You Look podcast.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the More You Look podcast. This is the first episode of the year 2023. My name is Femi Anthony. I've got my man here, Sky. Nicola is in the house, and today we have a special friend of the show. We have Tega.
Hello.
How you doing?
Welcome to
fine.
the More You Look podcast.
Yep. New year, and personally I say same shit, different day. Because, nothing has changed. You know how when in December everybody will be like, oh, new year, new me, new year resolutions and all that stuff. But then when January comes, first week, 7th week in January, you realize that, wait, it's only the calendar that has changed. Nothing has really changed, really. It's just same shit, different day.
Yeah,
so
you continue the hustle and bustle.
I don't think we saw each other during the whole Christmas period because of the bad weather.
Yeah, because
and
of
stuff like that. Yeah. So I was just gonna ask everyone pretty quickly, like, how did you spend your Christmas?
Nicola, are you with us?
Personally, for me, my Christmas, I was doing more of working. I worked all through Christmas Eve, Boxing Day, and stuff like that. So yeah. So how did you spend your Christmas, Tega?
I was going with family.
Family. Eating all the chicken and jollof rice and stuff. I know how you women like to
You were
cook.
cooking too.
There was no jollof rice though.
Okay, so what did you cook? As a Nigerian girl?
What did I cook? I just made pepper soup.
Array of pepper soup, yeah?
Yeah, and rays of meat.
Nice twist. Nicola.
I was at my mum's this year.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Family.
I was like, no, this year I'm not cooking.
So it wasn't even for the love. It's just because you were lazy and you didn't want to
No, it
cook.
wasn't because I was lazy. I was just like, because really and truly, I will cook at mine and then still have to go to my mum's and she cooks there. And it was like, you know what, this year I'm going to just kick back, relax, go and chop her jollof rice and fried rice, which I actually told her to make for us today, but because I was running late, I couldn't pick it up. But the next Sunday, she will do it for us.
You better, or else we riot.
My Christmas was
It's
very...
a date.
It was very
Relatively
simple and
okay.
easy.
Yeah.
I didn't want to stress, especially with presents and gifts and all of that, but yeah.
Sky.
Yeah, as usual, we usually work holidays. So yeah, I did work, but luckily for me, because I can still take some time off, kind of spent a bit with the family,
Oh yeah, I worked Christmas Eve, night shift into Christmas Day, but the whole of Christmas Day, I had to leave it for, family and stuff like that. Then I went to work again Christmas night into,
And that was the same
So you're working now, so that's more flexible.
So,
yeah.
what are your highlights of 2022? I'll go first. Personally, for me, 2022 has been, in fact, let's just say, all those Nigerian buses that you public transport. When you go on a long journey on one of those buses, especially those downfalls, by the time you get off that bus, the relief you feel that you are still in one piece. That is how 2022 went for me, because we all know it was just basically.
It was long. It was long. It was painful.
It was just like a yo-yo for me. Yeah.
In a way, for me, I'll still say I'm thankful for 2022 because it kind of opened my eyes to some things I just took for granted before. But I'm glad it's over.
Highlight for me, I was gonna say, about this because my cousin came to spend time from abroad to stay with us from America, and I was really grateful that I got to reconnect with them again, because we all lived together with my grandma when we were kids, and then for some reason for like close to 30 years we didn't even see each other. We just knew that we knew where each other people were, we knew where we were all living and staying, but we thought this year, that was 2022, that we would all come together and spend time together in this country. So everybody chose to come meet me. So people came from Canada, from America, and we all spent time together for a whole month. And she even got to come on the podcast too. And that was the highlight of 2022 for me. Secondly, for me, was the fact that with all the viral infections and stuff going on, my kids never had to see the hospital and stuff like that.
Man.
We take that for granted a lot, but if you're somebody who works in the healthcare and you see the amount of children that have to be brought in all the time in the various stages of illness, you never take those things for granted. So that for me was one of my highlights. Nicola.
One of my highlights of this year was what?
Yeah. Last year, 2022
was not really a highlight for me. It was just I lost 2 people that was very close to me, so it wasn't really that highlight. So it's like I wish these people were still alive. Maybe that's my highlight. And yeah, really and truly, I was looking forward to this year. How to like strategize this year, what I'm going to be doing this year, business-wise, trip-wise, new business adventures. You know, I'm just trying to.
I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well for you.
And it will. Amen.
Skyyo.
Amen. To be honest, I don't think I had an highlight. The only thing was that, for me, 2022 started like really, really bad. Like, I was out of work. Kind of bad, for months, not just 1 week and 1 day. I was out of work for months and I couldn't get myself back together. I had this place, so that was the only thing that was keeping me going, because I could still come to the office, do some work and all that, but every other thing was dead, like really dead. So middle of the year, it started picking up. So I think if there was any highlight for me, it was that, it was that light at the end of the tunnel, As soon as I got there, I was like,
finally.
You understand? And I thank God that it didn't go worse than it was before. Yeah, so I'm thankful.
How about Tega?
For me, 2022, I would say, it was one of those years where you kind of learn from experience. So, because I started a new job and everything, so it was like a learning curve for me.
So how's the job going now? Like, are you all settled?
I'm all settled in, and work is going alright. It's been challenging, like I said.
That's
a
great.
learning curve.
That's nice.
I've been enjoying my job.
Lovely. On the flip side, let's talk about things we would like to see go with 2022, things we don't want to see on a personal and general level. Like, and I'll go first because this one has been really.
You just like to go first.
Yes, now because I have to, give you guys time to think of, your own options, because the truth is.
Are you saying you would like to go first, Tega?
No, I'm just saying.
For me, what I wish I never see again. All those skit makers, or they say prank. They say they are doing prank, but what they actually do, if you really look at it, the truth is all they do is harass people. Like, I know some of them that just go about removing women's wigs on the road.
Or pulling out their skirts.
Or all those kind of things. I even saw one where what he does, he will go about, he just pull down his skirts for views. Like, personally, I think that's harassment, and I wish one of them would do it to a soldier's wife one day soon. And get their common sense, because I think it's ridiculous. I never want to see that again. Another thing I never want to see again that I wish would die with 2022 is people that go on social media after their relationship or marriage ends, and they now go there to, what do you call it? Spread their dirty laundry on there. A man that you have been with for many years, a man that you saw, that you agreed to be with, then after you now end the relationship, you now go there and start telling people how his penis used to be small, how he's whacking bed. Why are you saying no? I'm saying it both ways.
No,
both ways.
But
let's be honest.
On women.
Yes, but let's be honest. Let's be very honest. Women do it more. Women do it mostly.
You have some men that also do it.
Yeah, but we're talking. If you look at the ratio, women do it mostly.
Hey,
and what they always do is,
other men do it.
And they will now come out and say, after all, it was back in bed. It was this, but you stayed with him for years. You did not know that it was back in bed. I beg, when your relationship ends, when you were enjoying each other, you didn't come and invite us. You didn't come on social media to tell us. So when it ends, or when you people scatter everything, just leave it like that. Don't come on Instagram and start making videos.
I've got one word for you. Unfollow button.
Thank you.
I beg. See, how many people will have follow?
Delete time. You don't hear that song.
I don't hear that. But you see what they are saying now. Okay, but hear me out.
You're the one that's following that person.
Hear me out, though. But hear me out. I don't have to follow them.
Yeah, I know.
There are outlets.
Yeah.
There are outlets where you get genuine news from
You can
Nigeria.
also reduce your streams of kind of information.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Because your backbone. Actually, your backbone. Let's be honest. Backbone, yeah.
But here's the thing, for me,
because if you want to look
it's
at
not a matter of backbone. You need to understand. No. Okay, let's break this down. For a
now,
second.
by force to go on them social media.
Wait.
Oh my God. I didn't know Nicola had some.
I think with
I'm thinking that's why
Nicola.
I'm walking back and forth.
Nicola, I think another thing I want to see die in 2022 is your beef from me. I beg.
I support that one.
I beg.
It's your birthday.
Because let's be honest, there was a time where abroad here, the only places where you get news about Nigeria is Naira Land. Remember that Nigeria website.
Yeah.
Then as internet started becoming, where all the social media outlets were coming up. Now, remember, it used to be Linda Ekiji.
Yeah.
She was the only notable blogger. Where if you want to hear anything Nigeria, that's where you will go.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest with ourselves. If you click on Nigerian TV stations, Ben TV, and all the TV stations that we have here in the UK for Nigerian people, you will not see news outlets don't carry things happening in Ikeja, in your area. Things happening, you won't see it. Like there was a video you were watching this morning of a bus that almost capsized, that flipped over. News will not show you that.
Yeah.
Things that are happening. There was a video I saw recently, people going to try to get their PVC so that they can partake in elections, and they were not being given their PVC. They had to almost riot. The news will not carry that. So you will not blame people. Social media is not just for dancing. You are not going there to watch dancing videos or whatever. This podcast we are doing now, we will put it on social media so that people can see.
Yeah, I get it.
So whether you like it or not, if I click on my outlet, I only have one. And if I click on it, and next thing I see is one actress now coming there to start chatting shit about her husband
for you to
or one man.
Listen to what they're chatting about.
But
you don't have to listen.
I don't have to listen, but I don't want to see it. Is what I'm saying.
So who asked you to go on there?
They are attacking me. I'm under attack. Sky, why did you sit far away?
Go
help a fellow man.
If you want to search for something,
help a fellow man.
You type in politics. You type in murders in Ikeja. But you go say Nigerian news, and then you go read it and say you don't want to be having this one. Who asked you to go on the website?
Because
we Google engine.
I get where you're coming from.
No, she has given me my answer. It's fine.
I get where you're coming from. That it would be good if we have less stories than that.
We don't want to see it.
But now you have to understand that when it comes to social media, people celebrate on social media. You understand? And eventually, if you choose a platform to celebrate everything about you, your life, what's happening, like your friend in China can know what's happening in your life more than your neighbor. You understand? In these days, you understand? So where I'm going to is that as long as people celebrate there, they will also bring their growth there. You understand? So it's up to you what you choose to do with.
Although, listen.
Like me now, when I see it, I don't even read it twice.
That's the thing.
But
here's the thing though. I do just scroll. I just scroll. It's not like I sit and listen. The fact that people do that for me.
Anthony go scroll and go back down and say, let me know what happened.
Yeah,
that's you Anthony.
The fact that you can sit here and be allowing all this attack without coming to my defense. It's somehow.
What's her concern in this?
And back to the first one you talked about, the viral videos. The first thing, when we talked about something similar earlier, the first thing I said to you is that you said something like nuisance, or what was that name you called for people? Sadists.
Yeah.
So, and I said, but you know the number of views those videos get. You understand?
Yeah.
That means a majority.
There's a market, there's a target audience for it, and they are sadists. The target audience is for sadists.
Even bigger than
anybody that thinks the harassment of people going about their day-to-day business is fun or something is a sadist. I'm sorry.
These days you could post a picture of a puppy You understand? A beautiful puppy online and it will get less views than.
No, nobody ever wants to see any good. Nobody ever wants to see any good thing now.
You understand? So
people want beef.
And that's what companies that attack Facebook and whatnot. This is what they say. They, according to Facebook data, Facebook, Twitter, and whatever, things that are upset actually get people to use social media.
And what does that tell you?
More than things that might please people's,
Yeah, but what does that tell you? That just tells you
we live in a sick world. I'm trying to go that according to you, when you say sadist, it sounded as if you're saying, oh, maybe the sadists are a very unique 1% part of the population. No, I can tell you that sadists in the world would be maybe 87%, and the real nice people.
Some of them also attacking people too, attacking people's views. On podcasts.
Someone that has not spoken to you today, in maybe 5-10 years, they see online that Femi got dragged at one party, he didn't pay for his drinks, blah blah blah. Trust me, they're gonna know. They're gonna be there to. They'll be like, oh, I know that guy. That's how he was when he was in uni. There was this time that you will see people jumping on that opportunity.
Yeah, misery loves company. Nicola, you have a question for us?
No, your question, because it just went out of proportion.
Yeah, so she's saying
what your question?
Yeah.
The question that you asked.
The question I asked was that what would we like to?
I feel like what I would love to not see or
to live in 2022.
2022, fake people, fake people. People that like to blast themselves with yachts, champagne, they don't feed their money. I hate that shit, People that bullshit, even people
internet millionaires.
Yeah, even people that I know that just
let me give
your backup is not even.
Yeah, can I quickly interrupt? I went to a party last night. And I met this wonderful guy. I met this very.
I'm saying.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying. I'm trying to make a point based on what you just said.
They already know.
Go on, Anthony, go.
I met someone there. This guy, great stepper. Life of the party. But one thing I noticed is, every time he's dancing with a woman, he'll be telling the woman, "I'm rich." I'm like, rich people don't say it. Just let them.
You're about it.
Just be about. They will know. You don't have to say. They will see it. It's not because he's fake. I'm not saying he's a fake person. He's probably rich too, But all I'm saying is you don't have to say
Talk
it.
about it.
Yeah, So let's leave fake people back in 2022.
Forget about them. People that say they want mortgages. They want to get a mortgage by the end of the year, but they don't even pay their own rents. Come off of it, please. All them fake shit, I don't do it, so I beg to leave it.
I feel like you guys just want things that will never change. You're mentioning things that
but you can say that's a question. It was a question.
I get it, but
I've answered. Tega, what would you like to see less of in 2023?
What I would like to see less of? I don't think necessary. I think it just depends on the kind of things you keep around you. So for me, I don't really. Most time I spend time with family, so I still want to.
But even
so
what I'm saying
is there is nothing you
things that you see.
I'm not.
No, she's not too social media.
But I'm not saying you have to be on social media for yourself, but things that you might have seen on social media, I bet me that I know you.
That's why we always say you streamline the kind of things you want to see on your social media. So for me, that's what I do. So. You don't get to see the things that necessarily piss you off to not want to see it again.
You control the narrative.
Yes.
But what is one thing you want to see less of?
I just answered your question.
Yeah, but you said
I don't have any.
When we were talking before we wrote camera, you said work
crisis. Work crisis is not going to change.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you don't wish it. Okay, look at it this way. Racism will never end.
It wouldn't, because we're living in a country where.
I personally would like to see less of it. That doesn't mean it will change, but I can wish.
Yeah, I get it.
You know what I'm saying?
At least we can pray. Because it's not going to change doesn't mean we don't pray.
Seriously, guys, you go pray. Next topic, I think.
Yeah, you had something. You had a topic you wanted to share with us.
I said, guys,
For me, if I was For me, if I was going to leave anything, behind, or I don't want to say anything behind this. One thing that also might not change, but I would like to see a better government in Nigeria. I don't even want to see the likes of
Balaburu.
Next topic.
Mulaba. I beg, Nicola, I beg.
Next topic.
Mulaba.
Anymore.
Are you alright? Like literally,
That's why I don't want to see. Everybody answer.
Okay, let me look.
I beg, let's.
So guys, you know how guys will wake up to there's these things where there's these memes where they say, they woke up to a woman with full makeup, and then woke up with like
a stranger, a stranger in bed.
A whole stranger, yeah. So guys that are now doing beards.
Do you mean fake beards?
Fake beards that actually put glue and stuff on that. So imagine us now. How do we feel like we see a guy that we're potentially liking? He's got a full beard, and then next morning, where's the beard go?
You were probably attracted to him because of his beard.
No, it's not because of the beard. It's a part of the look as well. You understand? It's not because I was attracted to the beard.
False advertising.
It's part of the package.
Exactly. Mokoje. You know, I'm like, okay, go eat. I can pull that at night. But imagine me pulling that at night. Oh, you're above.
like fake Father Christmas beard.
Thank you. And then wait, where am I going with it? It's like a woman, when a guy is, a woman getting pulled and then the wig comes up. You're feeling ashamed.
So your point is
that... my point is that our guys is now changing the market. Putting front up, when the hair back line is like, Uncle Femi here.
Here's the thing.
Bad people now, they can do
that. We've got old people.
Or whatever.
So here's the thing. Can I go first? Can I answer first?
Go.
Can I answer your question first? Yeah. Here's the thing. Fine. Times are changing. There was a time where only women went for cosmetic procedures, right?
Yeah.
And now men used to what do you call it? Yeah, we used to speak up against it. Some men will say, "Oh, why are you doing liposuction? Why are you doing fake bum? Why are you doing BBL and all that stuff?" But now men are even going for liposuctions too. Men are doing fake six packs that they will etch your 6 packs on your belly like that. Men are doing hair transplants. I have nothing against all these things because the truth is, even I will consider it. The moment my airline goes back to a stage,
but I feel like wait, hold on. I feel like men can get away with it more.
Yeah, that's where I'm coming from.
Because if you don't know a man before the whole transition, you'll think, oh wow, this man is hot.
But that's where I'm there. But that's where I'm still coming. That's the point I'm trying to make. That if you go for hair transplant, and the procedure is they remove your hair follicles from the back of your head.
Who cares about the procedure?
Wait, I'm coming. Same thing women do when they go for BBL. They remove fat from the mid-region and then pump it in. But my own thing, I've said this before, has always been that if you're going to go for any cosmetic procedure, do it the right way. If your procedure costs 15,000, if it costs you 4 years to save up, if you have to borrow loan from the bank, if you have to borrow money from your boyfriend, if you have to get a sponsor from a sugar daddy, but get the appropriate funds to do it the right way. Too many women are dying from it. Your question is, why do men get away with it and women can't?
No, my question is why do you guys now want to be doing it, but they act like they haven't done absolutely nothing? Everything's natural.
Yeah, but hear me out. If I look at my look. But here's the thing. If you have never met me before, or even if you know me to be bald, and you suddenly see me one day with a full head of hair, and it looks really nice, and it is not wig, it is not a toupee or whatever they call it.
Yeah.
What's the problem? It looks good on me. It is not fake. It looks good on me. But when I see you, no.
No, you're speaking my own.
No. That's what I'm saying. But if I saw you yesterday, no, Nicola, if I have known you before and you have very flat ass,
but then she's not.
And then I see you one day with
Femi, she's not talking about
exactly
that. You're changing the topic.
Okay, what's she talking about?
The topic is a man who has been beefing a lady all about doing fake makeup,
fake
hair, everything
stuff like that.
Coming up now and saying, "Oh, it's okay for me to get my hair done."
Yeah, that's a hypocrite.
It's okay for me to do a fake beard.
Yeah, he's a hypocrite. Anybody that does that is a hypocrite.
That's the question, though.
But that is the way of the world. Now we are equals. There's equal opportunity.
So when I say when the women's meme was going out, Indian people getting full makeup, and then in the morning you wake up to your wife is a whole different person.
Yeah.
Now, if it was a woman's perspective, how can we not feel that same way?
Yeah, why not?
This is my question.
Why not? You have, no.
This is my question.
You cannot, you are allowed to. If you met a nice handsome guy with full head of hair and beard, and the next morning when you woke up, you are like, who is this stranger in my bed?
But even if I try to pull it, if you can be honest to me and say, oh babe, like don't pull this because this ain't real. I would be like, okay, I got you. Like this shit ain't real. You be honest with me, not be the one that I go wake up with.
You even scream like, who is this?
Who the fuck is this? Like, how would I use sorry?
No.
Like,
It even gets worse. What if you wake up and the beard is gone and the hair is now bad? Like about just school.
I'll be like,
You'll be like, what is going on?
I feel like I'll be like, did I get drugged?
You guys are playing with fire here. Someone can shoot someone.
Exactly.
People have died for this stuff, Let me ask you guys something. A transsexual person.
Yeah.
Do they have to tell somebody that they've just met and they're about to start dating that they are transsexual?
100%.
Okay. Why? Wait. Bearing in mind that there've been lots of cases, especially in America, where trans people get killed the moment they reveal that they are trans. And if they didn't tell anyone, you wouldn't know. So if I'm a trans person, okay, and I've met somebody that I like and they like me, and I know that they will not know that I'm trans.
But why would you go?
Do I have to tell them?
No, but why would you go for me? Why would you go and meet that person when you know that you've got a deep hidden secret that this person might not intake properly? Because it's like you meeting a stranger, it's like first date or sight. Do you get what I mean? So for me, it's just like you could just tell that when you're having that conversation, tell that person. So it's up to them to accept or not accept. You understand?
But remember that we all have deep secrets, and not everybody tells people that they meet. You get me? Okay, look at it this way.
The difference is this is not a relationship. We're going into a relationship. So if I'm going to have a relationship with you, I'm expecting to have a relationship built on trust. That's why you have those difficult conversations.
Okay, look at it this way. Maybe when I was younger and I was still immature, maybe I went for an armed robbery with some people, then I'll hurt us. Wait first,
no,
wait.
Femi, you keep
I'm talking of secret.
Femi, wait.
Secret.
No. Wait. Femi, wait.
Secret
You're
is
diverting
secret.
the conversation.
I am not.
The conversation is, should I open up to someone that I'm going to have a relationship
That's what I'm saying.
If I'm a transgender, right?
Same thing.
Let's stick to that topic.
Okay.
Let's not go back to being a child.
No. I'm just saying that secret is secret. If I have a bad secret, I should be able to tell you.
That's different. This is you totally changing who you were born, your gender.
Well, you have a point there. But the thing is,
so if you do decide to change it and you're coming to meet me to have a relationship with me because you're not a man,
you're supposed to
from
say
a woman,
it. You're supposed to
there's
say
no way
it.
I wouldn't see it. To be fair, you can always tell when you're
exactly. Even leg.
So I expect you to give me the utmost respect
to tell me.
So I know what I'm getting
into. It's like one show that I watch.
The thing is, you would hate to hear it from someone else.
Yes, that's true.
Or later down the line.
But bear in mind that there are people who actually do not know. Especially from men especially from men. Especially for men that transition. For men that transition into women.
You gonna know.
Imagine now, later down in the relationship,
that everything you
something
know,
happens, they rush you to hospital, and then I can't meet the needs of what is needed because you're transgender.
Exactly.
I get what you mean.
So that's why transparency is very important.
But you do know that those that don't tell their prospective partners, they don't say anything for fear of the reaction, which most of the time ends up in them getting killed.
That's why you have to build friendship with the person you're going to go into a relationship with, so that you had this comfort of expressing yourself. Because why would you be in a relationship with someone that you can't express yourself to?
Exactly. Even for your own safety, you understand?
This is what I'm saying. I'm
just tell me.
Even for your own safety, your own.
If I don't know, then you can no longer be entitled to. You can no longer be. You can't be offended if I take offense to it when I find out.
There's even one show that I watched. There's even one show that I watched on Netflix. If you know about where they put girls and women and men in pods, and it's like they speak to each other, but they don't see each other. Imagine this guy had a deep secret saying that he's been with men and women, But then he didn't say it to the girl whilst they're in the pod speaking to each other. It's after the fact that they met each other at the beach. He was like, oh yeah, just to let you know, like, in the past, I've had a relationship with men and women at the same time. He's bi. She was like, so how can you be telling me that? She flipped out.
Yeah, I saw it. She attacked him, yeah.
She didn't even attack him. She just poured drink on his head and just walked up and said, you this fucking.
You should have told her initially.
In the pod, this is what
I think you guys are making sense. But the thing is, the reason why I asked is because I'm looking at the large number of cases of transsexual people that have actually gotten killed just because they opened up to people that were in real, like, you know, people that they felt they had already built a certain amount of relationship. Some people react differently, and so as those people react based on what people will say about them.
Wasn't it Indonesia or Malaysia that a woman got away with it for almost like 18 years, even gave birth? Yeah, I mean, they had kids with her husband, and the guy now found out that she wasn't a woman. I bet
she was a man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, I read it in the news last year in 2022. You understand? She found out like 18 years.
Keeping that kind of secret from the person.
That person would almost die of that not being
because to the person is like, so you didn't trust me enough. One,
tell me.
Two, I've been sleeping with a man.
Yeah. 18 years.
But in that country, not be lady boy in that country though. Like,
that's why I think it was like, Malaysia. Because the guy said, look, fine, you understand, first year, second year. And the thing is, that's why I said for your own safety, if you did not say from the start, every day that you guys celebrate something together would make it harder for you to, because the person will be able to look back and say, okay, when we had our first child, why didn't you tell me? You understand?
Still on that.
When we went to this thing and we saw those gay guys, why didn't you say something? It will become harder every day.
Yeah, still on that. Good segue. Yeah, a good segue. I have another thing here. Is it worth mentioning your pasts to a potential partner, you know, before making big decisions with them? Let me give you an example. I saw this video of a woman, okay, who said she was raped when she was in uni by 3 guys, okay? And after that incident, she was probably traumatized or something. She couldn't have sex with her boyfriends after that. And what then happened was, the only way she could have sex, the only people she could have sex with were those guys that raped her. So she sought them out, and they began this, I don't know how to call it, relationship of having foursomes and stuff like that, to the point where this thing was real. She was crying when she was, you know, there's this, you know, like all these relationship stuff.
Podcast.
No, like show. Yeah. So she now called in and she was now sharing her experience. So she was now saying that even after she got married, she couldn't enjoy sex with her husband, and then she continues still seeing those people after her marriage. They were the only people she could enjoy sex with, and I just felt it was a sadistic sort of, you know, turn of events for me. Now, do you think when we talk about sharing your past, do you think it is advisable for her to share that with her husband? Since we are all sharing because we have relationship with, you know, people, is that something that is worth sharing?
This is really good for me. I feel like
I can hear you quipping, Nicola. The reason why I said that is because you all sat here and said, well, if you're gonna have a relationship with someone,
you're
gonna
share.
No, it's because she was quipping. No, I was asking her. She was murmuring.
If you have a relationship with someone, that's a question. So you have to imagine yourself. That's what you're saying. If you have, go and start.
So basically, I feel like it makes sense for us to talk about things like this, because the truth is, for me, is that these kind of things, they don't bother me normally, but it pains me when it bothers people and I see that it destroys people's relationship. You understand? Like, and in 2023, some of the things we men, the men of our generation, and every man that is alive right now, you understand, or a boy that is trying to start dating or anything, what we're now learning is some of these things that have been bothering women for decades, and we did not know that it was the case. You understand? So what I'm saying is this: she's had a terrible past. You understand? Mm-hmm. I wouldn't care if you don't tell me. But when it comes to the fact of the matter that maybe it is now surfacing. Like, wait, hold on. Before, like, what I'm trying to say is it.
No, it's because you said you wouldn't care if she didn't tell you.
Yeah, I wouldn't care.
But you would care if a trans person didn't tell you that they're trans.
Did you not hear me say
go on.
It's for that person's sake. It's for that person's sake. Mm-hmm. About trans, for me, it is this. It's for your own sake. Because if you did not tell me, then you cannot be angry at how I eventually react to that news. Because you did not tell me, you did not even prepare me for it. And this is why I'm trying to say this is good that you brought this one after. Femi, I do not care if you did not tell me from the onset. But before you go to the radio to say it, mm-hmm. that means you finally are able to talk about it.
Yeah.
Before you go to the radio, talk to me first. Yeah. You understand? Mm-hmm. We've seen how many times most of the blockbuster movies that are out now is about how somebody abused a child when they were small. The guy grew up to become
serial killer.
Something. Those are the movies that we're seeing. So people handle trauma differently. If you're not confident to tell me, as and when we began, before 1 year, before 6 months, before having kids, before buying mortgage together, if you did not tell me, it's okay. It's your trauma.
So what if she doesn't tell you at all and she continues having sex with those people?
Yeah, then you now go to the radio and say it.
Okay, let's forget the radio aspect. Let's forget the radio aspects now. What were you saying?
So why is she going to the radio?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not going. I said if she goes to the person.
Yeah, she didn't tell him and she went on the radio to say it. But what I'm saying is forget the element. Forget the radio aspect now. Remove that radio aspect. What if she just didn't tell you and she then continues having sex with those people? Because that's the only way she can have sex with you.
Again, for me, I don't pray for these things when I say this, but I'm telling you, if I don't know, how is it gonna hurt me?
But why do you prefer to know?
I would prefer to know. But
so if she then sits you down,
then being it a big deal.
Okay, plot twist. If she then sits you down one day and then tells you everything, and then tells you I'm still having sex with this guy, but it's the only way I can have sex with you.
Now
what next?
Yeah, so at that point.
So that's even stupid. Sorry, that's even stupid of her. Yeah. I've never heard in my entire life that you get raped and the only person you can fuck.
Shit happens.
Nah, the only
person
you can fuck is your rapist.
Shit happens,
but
trust
me. I prefer to stab that rapist than anything else.
That's you.
I don't give.
Okay.
Listen, that's like 85% women. What woman will go back to the rapist? Abuser.
Shit happens. You need to understand. There are women, who were raped. We know these things happen in school now by cultists. You will still see them. They will be dating that same person.
African mentality.
No, it happens.
It's a good thing you mentioned.
Sometimes it's pressure.
You can say my cultists harassed my girl, got my girl, and started dating her. And the guy was harassing both of us before. You understand? Because he wanted her. 100 level.
But like I said, pressure. Yeah, but if you think about it, she didn't go into that relationship with him willingly. He must have pressured her.
He pressured her, and then the next thing she fell in love with him. What the fuck am I?
Even that, there's this pastor in Nigeria. There's this pastor in Nigeria that said before he used to be a hired killer. Okay? And he even said that his wife, the mommy Gio, as people call it, his wife now, while he's a pastor, that the way he met her was that he raped her. They went to rob a house and then he raped her. You get me?
Mommy Gio.
Yes, and they still eventually married her.
So that Gio was a robber before?
Yes. They play it for Nigeria. Is Shino Rambo not a pastor?
Yeah, I know.
So what are we saying? Shino Rambo is a pastor now. Shino Rambo murdered lots of people now. Shino Rambo said when he became a pastor, he said that when he went for spiritual, where he got powers, and stuff, that what they told him to do, why he was untouchable then, was that the highest form of, occultic stuff that he could do was to sleep with his own mother.
Whoa.
You can read it. It is online. Google it after the whole podcast. I read that and I was like, wow. And he was saying it in church that was the height. That was why they never could. Nobody. They never arrested Shinorambo now.
Yeah, no.
He was untouchable after all the evil things he did. This guy, when you hear rumors those days in Amuodofin, when you hear Shinorambo is coming, they have not seen him. People will leave their cars and run, and he will just come, take those cars and just drive off with them with his gang. That was how feared he was. And when he now became repented and he became a pastor, he was saying, if not that Nigeria is a lawless country, after that confession, he should be in handcuffs straight. But Nigeria, once you become a pastor, they believe everything is clean slate. He was saying it now that the highest power, the highest thing he has to do in occultic, when they give him that power, was he had to eat it and then sleep with his mom. And he did it. So back to our point, these things happen. Nicola, they happen.
So you were saying if she calls me down and sits me and asks me, then like I said, I remember we talked about this on something like this on one of the episodes where I said cut the cord. If it's gonna hurt, let it hurt at some point. Then me and you can begin to heal. Then we can begin to help ourselves.
Let's direct this at the ladies now.
But it has to be someone.
No, because I can see Nicola's face.
Femi. It has to be someone. If someone's going to sit me down and talk to me, then maybe I probably forgive. It will be someone that has actually been there. Like, you guys have built something together.
But the thing is, this person is going to be your partner.
Yeah.
So
it's already your partner self.
Yeah, so you're just making the big decision if this is the person I want to get married to. That's a big, so that means people have been in a relationship and you've gotten to know each other. Yeah. And obviously you haven't had this conversation. So
the question is, do you go ahead?
Well, I just feel like if you can't tell me, like I always say, relationship is all about trust. It's all about.
No, but what I'm saying, like, let's forget the radio aspect. I've come to you now.
I don't really think that we're not talking about we've been in a relationship and we've gotten to a point where we want to tighten up.
So I've now come to you to say, babe, before we go far, there's something I need to tell you.
Yes.
Before, I used to be in a gang. What is a cult? What do people call gang in UK?
Yeah.
And then we had powers, and my power was that I had to sleep with my mom.
You're changing the question.
No. I'm
Femi,
mixing it in a way that women can relate.
No, let's stick to the question.
Okay.
The question
so if I come to you and say
she has this kind of past, I would want to know if I am going to be in the you're going to be the mother of my kids. I want to know.
Okay, now that you know, what's the next step?
Now that I know, it's not left for me to reflect and think and make the decision to say, okay, I still want to stick with you. That's for me to do that. But you need to give me that time to process for me to be able to do that. Because if you don't give me that time, that means you're cheating me off my feelings and my experience and everything.
Taking that decision from you.
So we might even call off the wedding. Just to make sure
I even saw something, what she just said, I literally saw something online where a woman had 3 kids or 2 kids.
Yeah, and the guy called off the wedding.
And they went to the hour and he was like, I'm now finding out
you found out on the morning
he was like,
of the wedding.
Done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
I was like,
people were begging him that she be. He said,
but then it's true. She should have been honest with him.
Yeah.
But then there's some ways as well. You know how men can be like, I don't want no more kids. I don't want to marry a woman that has kids. I don't want to just. You get what I'm saying? Everybody has their own.
What you find him, that's what I'm saying about the transgender thing. Most people who don't say things out of fear.
It's about what this guy has said. I have to shut up my mouth because I love.
Yeah, but then the problem is when you then shut up your mouth, you're putting yourself into bigger trouble.
That's
where the problem is.
This is where the problem is. This is what I want to say.
That's why I said with transgender, don't put yourself in any more trouble. You understand? That's what I'm saying. That's why I said with trans. Don't put yourself in further trouble. Because people kill people. If you have not offended me, if you want to go in a relationship with me in the first place, you must have assessed
there's nobody that doesn't have a past. You need to understand that fact.
You must have assessed me. You must have assessed me and say, oh, this person is boyfriend worthy.
Yeah.
You understand? So if you think I'm boyfriend worthy,
and then we approach each other and then we say, okay, let's start the relationship. So why can't you tell me this toxic part of yours so we can heal together?
Exactly.
This question is for the women now. Segue. Do you think men can genuinely forgive a cheating woman?
No.
And why? Why do you think so?
I feel like men just have their own ego where it's so high up where it's like, if you cheat on me, that's it. But then sometimes it's like, I don't know, everybody has their own reasons. Everybody's had their own backgrounds as well, do you get what I mean? So for me, it's 50-50.
Yeah, because there's a story attached to this, and I want you women to be the judge. This guy said that when they were back in school in 1996. So there's a story attached to this, and I'll quickly read it to you. He said, my wife used to date my roommate in school. We met after they broke up in 1996. I proposed to her, and we got married a year later. That my roommate came back from the USA 6 years into our marriage. He now said, my wife started visiting him. She came home one day crying and asking for forgiveness. She said she slept with him and that she was sorry. I'm still with her, but it's difficult to forget the moment. It's affecting the way I relate with her and I need advice. So basically, it was a once day bear, always day bear situation in their case where she reconnected with her ex from way back. You know, some people, the love doesn't die. Maybe that's their real first love. And one thing led to another and they had sex. And she actually opened up to her husband. So what I'm now saying is, the way women tend to forgive when a man, steps out of line. Do you think men genuinely forgive a cheating woman?
She does equal every time.
What do you say?
I think it just depends on the individual, to be fair.
Individual?
Yeah.
How?
To the person who they've cheated on. I think everybody have different experiences and different ways, coping strategies. So, like for this one now, he's finding it hard to relate. I mean, he's chosen to stay in the marriage even after finding out what's happened. So the best is seek counseling, speak to someone, seek advice.
But as well, we were just saying in the previous topic, is about being honest, being open. She actually told me.
Yeah, and he chose to stay.
Exactly, and he chose to stay. If it was a thing where it was like, oh, he found that, then we can say,
we're done.
Go to the left side.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? We're done.
So, I mean, she was honest enough. She owned her wrongs.
Yeah,
and
she
still
owned
came
it. So
to
if he willing to stay, they can go through counselling. Trust is not going to be there 100% like before, but then they will have to build that up again.
Yes.
You get what I mean? So that's really it. Like
the question that says if men can actually forgive
cheating woman. Yeah.
I think it's best for the men to answer because we don't know. I'm not.
For me, I'm going to take something off of something you said. You said it depends on the individual.
Yeah.
I also think it depends on the cheating circumstance. Let me tell you.
Cheating.
No. Cheating is cheating. No. Please, somebody that stole your £1 will be different from somebody that cleared your account.
But that's a thief.
Stealing is stealing.
Stealing.
But it will pay you differently, is what I'm saying.
No, but it's cheating. It's stealing.
You don't understand what I'm saying.
This is where men
They are
women.
No, Baba.
Cheating is cheating.
It's cheating, yes.
Even if
But hear me out.
Your hand on the nipples.
Yeah, but hear me. Here's the thing.
You're still cheating.
But here's the thing.
What the fuck?
Hear me out.
If you're married, if you're with a girl, why are you rubbing on another woman's nipples? Are you alright?
But hear what I'm saying. You guys will agree with me or not. It's different when a woman says, oh, I went to a party last night, one thing led to another, and I kissed a guy. That's cheating, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's different when she comes and tells you that, I met some of my high school reunion and had three guys.
That's cheating.
Cheating is cheating, but I know the one that will pay you the most. It's different when you are imagining somebody lip sync. My guy, it's different when you are imagining one person kissing your wife than 3 people banging your wife all night.
Femi, you and Nicola, you're not going to see eye.
There are degrees to this thing, is what I'm saying. Cheating is cheating.
This is where men and women draw the line. Women, it don't matter. You collect number. Just collect number on your phone.
Yeah, it's
cheating.
Yeah. But with men.
Collecting number is different.
No. You said that you wanted to hear.
I'm not talking about being single.
No.
Yeah, but you said you wanted to hear men's views.
But then
the intention that you have.
No, but then if you're a woman, if it's a different thing from collecting a number for business wise, if you've got businesses, and she tells you, say, babe, this man gave me my number, his number. He told me to call. That's a different, totally entire story.
So that's not cheating. But the thing
that's not cheating.
But here's the thing. You women said no. Here's the thing. The women said wait.
If it's in an indication of you actually giving off your number to another woman, and then it's in that indication of you want a bank.
Consider us education.
But here's the thing. Women said they wanted to hear. Women said they wanted to hear men's views. And I'm telling you that with men, there are degrees to this thing.
Okay.
Somebody who stole my £5, it will pay me because you stole from me. I worked hard for that £5. It will hurt me differently than waking up and finding that Yahoo boys have cleared my accounts. The hurt will be different. Okay. My woman coming up to tell me that I kissed a guy yesterday. To be fair, I'm going to be really hurt. But cheating is cheating. I will move past that more easily than me hearing that 3 guys banged you all night. It is easier for me to imagine some guy lip-syncing you.
Kiss. What about if the woman had slept with the man? Not just, let's leave the threesome.
But that's what I'm saying. If she slept with him, she has cheated.
So
but still, it will not pay me. As that degrees, it will still pay me. Like knowing 3 people were. One person was putting it in her mouth. One person was putting it. I beg you, people are not serious.
So wait, so it's the extra 2 that
I'm telling you, that is the way a man would think.
It's cheating.
Most men I know, that's the way.
It's the same sex.
That's the thing. Let me tell you, cheating is cheating. It is still cheating. But let me tell no. Cheating is cheating. But I'm telling you, see, if you like this, if you like, you are the one that asks for men's views. With men.
Let me ask for men's views.
No.
Yeah, let me ask for you lot's views.
But yeah,
I know you guys go talk trash.
No, but here's the thing. Yeah, but there are degrees to this thing. But and again, like you said, it depends on the no. It depends on the individual. For me, it depends on the circumstance, and then it depends
how many guys.
It depends on the level of. It depends on how deep that relationship already is. There are some people, even if you show them video like this of somebody having sex with their wife, they will still move on from it. They will be like, she has told me already, no need for this. You get me? There are people who they leak their wives' notes, but once you have called your partner and said, this is what happened, I made a mistake truly.
Didn't I say
I own up.
But that's what we just said.
Was in love with
But that's what I'm saying, that with men, the difference with men is that they might not tell you. A man will be telling you it's fine, it's okay, I'm alright. But I can tell you this as a man who has had men friends all his lives, who went through school and had men friends and still have men friends now. The general perspective of men is that the general perspective of men is that there are degrees. There are degrees to this thing.
You can't say that's a general because
it is, I will say so.
Because I have made friends. Their perspective is completely
because they are telling you, because that's what they are telling you. My God,
it's not because
they will be telling their other friends
Femi,
different things.
You can't say that's because what they are telling me, because when you have friendship with people, you have some deep conversation.
Yes, you do.
So those are the conversations.
But
and most times
I will ask you this today. I will ask you today. I just don't want to. I don't want to slide into another topic because I will tell you, don't save your male friends. Do you think if you offer them sex today, they won't take it from you?
Oh yes, they will.
So what I'm saying,
but that's what
the same way they will do that is the same way they will tell you what they think you want to hear as your female friend.
No.
Do you think I will not have deep conversations with a woman I'm very close with, and then she'll be telling me that okay, if you catch your wife cheating, of course I will tell you now that it depends on the level of relationship we have. If I truly love her,
that's what I'm saying. That's your perspective, Femi, and I think you should understand that all men have different perspectives.
Of course they do.
Probably have a completely different.
Of course they do, but I'm sure he doesn't on this issue.
How do you know?
Because he has just said it.
Sky, say your own perspective.
Oh yeah, he has just said it. Oh yeah. Okay, make it easy for them. Make it easy for them. Is your perspective on this issue? I'm not talking about any other issue.
No, that's
is it different from what I'm saying?
Sky.
Not entirely. That's why I told you that where we men and women differ, that's where we draw the line.
There's a difference.
See, the way you see
you might not see it. There's a difference.
You understand? It's different.
So how do you see? Would you forgive someone who's cheated on you?
Like I said, I forget.
It depends on. It depends on.
Forgive, probably.
Okay.
You understand? At the end of the day, for me, it depends on.
So when you say depends, what do you mean by it depends? Then?
For me, cheating is not cheating.
Okay.
You understand?
So what's cheating to you?
For me,
there are degrees to this.
exactly.
Can you let him? I'm asking Sky.
Cheating is not just cheating for me.
So what's cheating to you,
though? There are some things that I can move on from. There are some things that I will not
Which
move
are?
on from. Gangbang, I'm out.
Okay.
You understand? You know why? The only reason I'm out, I will still be your friend. We'll still talk. If you want me in your life as your friend, I will walk you through healing from it. Or if you want to heal from it. But the reason I'm going to be out is that I know too much about trauma. Those kind of things, they will come back and hurt you. Then you will continue blaming it on that trauma. Then I have
But
to
this was not
over
trauma.
and over and over.
But this Sky, this wasn't trauma. This was a woman that cheated on you with different men.
Yeah, I'm saying if you
But that's not trauma though.
Wait, hold on. Trauma is when me and you separate.
No, because in this instance, if you're saying trauma is like she was raped by three different men.
Kind of
then that is a trauma. But when you go out of your marriage or from your relationship and seek for pleasure, then it's completely different.
Now, this is why I say trauma. For you to go and seek it in the first place, there's a story behind it.
It could just be. It can just be someone's fantasy. That's why you have conversation with the person you're with. It could be a person's fantasy and they just wanted to fulfill their fantasy.
To answer you, this is what I'm trying to say. You understand? If you go and seek it, you understand, and you enjoy it, and from the way you narrated it to me, I can tell 100% that you're gonna be back to it. That's why I said I'm not gonna be in that. I'm not gonna put myself in a situation whereby I have to forgive you over and over and over again. Because if I forgive you the first time, then I have to do it the second time. You understand? But say you slept with, like I always say, don't sleep with my best friend. Don't sleep with my friend. Go and do whatever you want to do. You understand? Yeah. If I catch you sleeping with you, if I hear that your workmates one night, because you guys do a lot of night shifts, something happened. Then maybe the guy has moved out from that hospital, gone somewhere else. I can move from that. But do with my friend, that means you intend to continue because
you're going to be seeing the person.
Exactly, regularly. You understand? That's why I said men for us, we don't just draw the line that cheating is cheating.
You explained it better, but that's what I was trying to tell them.
Just making yourself available for another person that's not in your relationship is cheating to them.
This is why Femi doesn't want to understand that you women, it's the line. You don't understand line.
It's not just the line. It's just like I always say, we all have different perspective. The way your perspective is different from Femi's, and mine is different from him. So that's what I'm saying. For some men, just having a conversation with another man, making yourself emotionally available to have those conversations is cheating to them.
Yeah. No, I can't. Femi, you can't.
So you are also agreeing with me that there are degrees.
I'm not saying there are degrees. I just said people have different things they call as cheating.
Which is the same thing we are saying.
Like for you,
there are degrees to this.
Like for your owner is you kiss and you have sex with one man, it's fine. You can forgive, you can move on. But
no,
you also say
that. No, I'm just
we know you're using it as an example.
Yeah.
I'm also telling. But now I'm telling you, there's some people that just believes if you make yourself emotionally available for another man, it's cheating. You're already cheating.
Yeah.
Why to you it might not be?
Which is we are still saying the same thing, that there are degrees to it. Yeah. Those people saying that thing you are just saying now, that's their own degree.
Their own
so we are both right. We are both saying there are degrees to it. Anyways, quick one before we end it. There's a news now that came out that Canada has now they've decided to ban Nigerians and other foreigners from purchasing property in their country, and the reason is because same problem we have in England, but then they are approaching it differently in a different way. They are putting their own people first, which is not what UK is doing. What they are doing is we want Canadians to have access first dibs. So because when we go to these countries we carry money go, or some of us that don't even go there with money, we work so hard, before a few years we have the money ready to get a mortgage and stuff, and we purchase everything buyable there. So they decided that no more purchasing anything that is a house for Nigerians or any other foreigner in their country. So my question to you guys is, can you relocate to a place where you know you will not be able to purchase, you will not be able to own your own house there? Economy is good, there are jobs, but you will never own a house in that country. Is that something you can do?
It will be a stepping stone. Because then there's another thing that you have to understand. My sister moved there before this rule. You understand? And she's gonna just pack the next day. She's gonna have to like, okay, you know what, let's try and get some.
Because in the future,
so that we can move somewhere else. And then the rule can also change at any time. If a new party, if a new government comes in, you understand? All it takes is for an African person to become one of their.
I don't think I phrased that question well. Yeah. Because I know Tega is, she's following me. I can hear her brain.
I didn't shift in the.
So the question here is, I know Canada have banned Nigeria, but I'm now thinking that if you know that you will never be able to own your own house in a country that you are willing to relocate to, is that still an option for you?
Nah, it draws the line for me.
How about you?
Like I always say, it depends. It depends what you're going there for. Because when you go to another person's country, you're going there with a motive of what you want to achieve. So like, there's so many people of us in the UK here that don't have properties and will still surviving. So that's why I say it depends what your end game is. What do you really want to achieve? Are you planning to spend the rest of your life there, or you're just going to meet some of your needs and relocate somewhere else?
Yeah.
So it's just weighing your options of what do I need, what do I want to get out of where I'm going to.
Very, very clever answer.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Cool.
It's
so,
a stepping stone.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. You just use it as a stepping stone.
Yeah.
But if you want to okay, it occurred to me recently. Do you drive?
No.
Okay, so I know some of my friends that are about my age mates, and I'm not like Methuselah age and all that. But I know some of my friends that they don't drive, and it's not a priority for them, and they're fine. They're doing okay.
Especially when you're living inside London.
It also depends on where you
don't
live.
Want to drive.
If you live outside London, all that okay you are saying will not be okay.
Yeah,
but that's a different situation.
Wait. That's why I started thinking about this. So when I saw one of my mates riding a bicycle, and he's okay with it, he does well, he always walks close to home. I'm like, why is it a problem? That he could actually do that. But then I thought about it that there will come a time where it will say, oh, you know what, houses are too expensive in Watford. Maybe he's trying to get a property, then he goes outside of London where there's no good transportation.
Yeah.
Then you're talking about bicycle in snow period, in rural, them areas, those lanes that they don't even have road marking. You understand? How are you going to survive? But then I said, each to his own. For me, I'm glad I know how to drive.
Everybody knows how to adapt.
Especially in this country.
Way.
I couldn't survive without driving in this country. You understand? For everything I do, I couldn't survive without driving. But if you're doing okay without it, you understand?
That's what I'm saying. Everybody needs to adapt in their own ways. You understand? Some people can take bike, some people prefer cars, some people prefer buses.
2023 is here, it's finally upon us. What are you guys looking forward to this year?
To wrap it up.
Money.
More money, that's the first thing. Yeah, what else? For me personally, I'm looking forward to having better health, improving on my, weight, and like she said, more income coming in, and just peace of mind really. Yeah.
Me, peace of mind. I want to be better organized, because it felt like 2023 I was just because I was like jobless for a little while. When I say jobless, I still had this space of missing, but my other source of income was short. I was just jogging from bouncing. I didn't have a direction, but I want to be a bit tunnel vision this time around. So I'm looking for more peace of mind when I get to do that.
Great, Nicola.
Me, just good health, more business plans, more money, more traveling. And just, taking care of my son and just enjoying life.
That's good. I wish everybody's heart desires come to pass. That's it for this episode. Before we go, be kind to each other and don't forget to
be kind though, for each other punches. I'm joking, be kind.
Don't forget to cancel that free subscription.
And before we go, so thanks today to Jill who is joining us.
But
doing excellent work.
He's behind the cameras today. A big shout out to media as well that has been, from the beginning that some of you guys have been hearing his voice on the net. Welcome to 2023 officially. Sorry that that we've not been, releasing any episodes. But
we're late.
We're back.
We're back now.
Back like we never left. See ya.